Okay, so we're going to look for paint. It's me and my son in the back, and for the backdrop I'm gonna try and paint a canvas backdrop, brownish and grayish. I want to make two, but I'm gonna start with one, buying the paint, and then if that paint works really well I'll get it in the other color. So let's see what they have and what kind of paint they recommend. Let's go. Yeah, super. Thank you. So this is the color I picked. I got it mixed. So I'm gonna dilute it with water to make it like a marble effect. So lighter and darker brown. Yeah, curious. It should have like a matte finish. And it should be good for like 7 square meters. It's 1 liter. We'll see. I don't know if I need a roller or a paintbrush. I think a paintbrush. Try this one. Okay, so I think today's the day. I'm gonna start to paint my own backdrop. It's probably not the best idea to do it today at home with, you know, my son and the puppy and me wearing a white t-shirt, but I can't wait. So what do I have here? My paint in the color Buffle. So maybe the code means something internationally, but it says GN 110/01. I don't know. And I got my wooden paintbrushes. They're probably not the best ones for this job. Here I have my canvas. Haven't opened it yet, so that'll be interesting. And there is a package attached to it as well, because in the same store I bought fabric, beanbag fabric actually, and this is from the web shop called Stoffen and Zo. So this is pre-prepared canvas, so they already did like the base layer of paint on here, and now I can just start and paint away. How long is this package? Is it like as tall as I am? Almost. So yeah, I'm 1.77 m. I'll put the feet in the screen, and then this one is a little bit shorter. So they packed it really well, really well. Okay, so I'm still struggling, trying to get it open. My son has preschool this afternoon, so I thought this would be a nice project to do now together. So I might let him paint as well, to see what kind of mess it'll get. Yeah, I love doing these kind of projects together with the kids. There must be a better way to open this. Here you can really see how they prepared the canvas. So this is original canvas, and here they already applied a layer of like base paint. So you can start painting straight away, and it won't like suck up all your paint, because there's already a layer on there. So I actually ordered 5 meters. I can make at least 2 backdrops, 2 full backdrops of 2.5 meters each. So that's cool. I thought I could just place it on the table and then start painting, but of course it's too wide. Okay, so I actually doubled the material, and I'm just cutting it in half and trying to get the puppy and the kid not walking on it. Jamie, she's like, I'm trying to cut. And it's like when I want to tie the shoelaces of the kids, or she's just gonna stand in between when I'm like trying to put sunscreen on their faces. She'll go, no, Jamie, come, Jamie. Okay, so the puppy is in another room right now. It's water-based paint, so we should be fine. I hope the couch will stay white.
It smells
Okay, here I just have like a bowl with some water to maybe dilute the paint. Wil je met deze?
Ja.
Okay. Ja, daar gaan we.
Ja, ik kan open.
Wow.
Wauw, die vind ik mooi.
Vind je mooi?
Ja. Ik vind die heel mooi.
Is dat verroeren?
Ja.
It's like chocolate brown. Lijkt wel chocola, hè? Eerst een klein beetje in het water. I think first we're just gonna dip the paintbrush in some water. Then dip it in the paint. And there we go.
Water hier doen, mama.
Oh, yeah. And then we're just gonna start. Oh, ja, een klein beetje. Ja. Wauw, jij kan dat goed. Niet op de grond, hè? We houden de randjes nog een beetje wit.
Die lijkt net hebben we gedaan, man.
Dit is mooi.
Met handen.
Wow. I love how it's diluting super well the paint. So first we're going to go for the base, just to get it all. And then later I'm going to maybe give the edges a little bit more darkness or more like light in the middle, add a little bit more water and just start painting a little bit more. And we can do like little paintbrush strikes or longer ones, but it can go into all directions because that's what we're going for. We're going for
Wow!
It's not the best painting outfit, but wow. I'm just gonna try something. I have some like kitchen paper here. And I'm going to try to wipe on the canvas. See what it looks like. Ooh, I like this. Perfect. So you just take some kitchen paper.
Die is heel mooi geworden.
And then you can create this old looking effect. So here are my hands. I'm going to show you the canvas. It's going so well, and later on, like the lighter spots, I can always like apply more paint, or the darker spots I can apply more water and then dip it off with some toilet paper, kitchen towel. So let's see if I can show you what it looks like now. This is what it looks like now. So cool. So the paint actually comes off really well, and I'm just going to mix some water and paint in here and then continue a little bit. And you can go on as much as you like and finish when you think it's done. But yeah, I think the most important thing is that you have water-based paint, because otherwise you cannot play with water to dilute it again, to make it wet and then start adding your texture. So yeah, I just crumble it up and then I just start dipping a little bit. Once it dries, you can really see what it looks like, because now some parts are still wet, other parts are drying up.
Die is heel mooi geworden. Wat ga je daar doen, mama?
Lijkt het een beetje alsof het een oude muur is. Het ziet er wel cool uit op de foto. Okay, so we just came back from walking the dog. It is drying pretty well. Let me see if I can show you from the top what it looks like. I love that it is like so cool looking. So today we have two stops. We're gonna go and buy some more paint, a gray color, so that the other canvas is done as well and I can test them both at the same time. I need a lot less paint, but the paint itself was good, so we're going to look for another color. And we're also going to go to the secondhand store to look for like a wooden bench stool to sit on, like so they sit a little bit higher, because today's Wednesday and then on Friday I have some models coming to the studio. Like a 7-year-old girl and then maybe 1 or 2 other models. My daughter's going to be in the studio to help me. She's going to be my assistant, and we're going to test out the 2 backdrops hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to show you how we're going to paint the gray one, but first let's get the paint. So we're going to go to the store now, and I have my son with me. So it's better, I think, to get a color that is a little bit darker, because the canvas is white, and if you use more water it gets lighter anyway, because then you see the white more. So if you dilute the paint it gets lighter. To get it darker than the existing color, I don't think it's possible. So like I want to get a gray one. First I thought about this one, but I might get like a darker one. You can have like gray with a bluish tone, greenish tone. So this time I'm gonna go for a different brand because they have a 40% discount, so it's actually cheaper. It's gonna be $10.50 for a liter, so cheaper than their home brand. It's gonna be interesting to check. In the color Racetrack. This one is €3. I think it's pretty cool. It's only €3, and I think it's pretty perfect, and I can always paint it. Okay, project chair. Okay, so I was thinking, with the backdrop the way it is now, I'm actually not super happy, because it looks more like a distressed piece of like canvas, and I want it to be more like a cloudy piece of canvas, so a little bit more even, less distractions in the back. It still gives like this painted effect but less distressed. So I'm going to add a little bit more paint and see if I can use a technique with a sponge, or I might use this thing, because I don't use it to clean the windows anyway, because then I use the sponge. Now with the sponge, it's looking really great. It's like what I wanted. This kind of like cloudy effect. Still a little bit distressed underneath, but not as distressed, so more like a smooth background. And I think with the gray paint, I just want to start doing it with the sponge. So not paint it first and then see what it looks like. I like experimenting, just trying out and seeing what it looks like. But here I'm really happy with the result. I don't know how it's gonna dry up, but I prefer this over the way it looked a few minutes ago. This is so fast. Okay, brown one is drying. Let's go to the gray one. Now it just needs to dry. It's almost actually already dry because it's so warm outside. But this is the first layer of gray, and I just might keep it like this. It's really beautiful. Okay, so I have 3 kids coming to the studio today. They're not models, but I just placed something on Facebook. I asked between the age of 6 and 14, and apparently, well, all 3 kids who are coming today are 7 years old. It's one boy who has amazing like curly hair, and 2 girls. One has like really long hair. Her mom's gonna braid it really cool. The other one has more like straight hair. I have some hats here. I might have some outfits. The boy's wearing his own outfits because I don't really have like outfits for 8-year-old boys here. So I'm gonna get the backdrops ready and then try them out with my model. So that's really cool. I'll be throwing on the gray one here and then the brown one on the other side. I wanted to repaint the gray one, but then I was too tired yesterday and I thought it would be nice to test it out now the way it is, and then I can always add another layer of paint. So yeah, I'm using the Godox AD400 again. My camera is the Nikon D750. It's a full frame camera. And then as far as the lenses, I'll probably be using my 24 to 70mm lens, aperture 2.8. I don't know my camera settings yet for the portraits because I'm gonna figure that out as I go. I'll be using like a big round softbox from Karuga, which will be in the shot soon as well. So yeah, as you can see, the backdrops are a lot smaller than, well, they're a bit smaller than my backdrops usually are. Mine are usually 2 meters wide. This is like 1.75 meters or something. But I think for a one-child portrait, it's fine. So yeah, let's get the stool that I got and let's get everything ready. So yeah, the backdrop might get damaged easily. I don't know yet. So even like with using this tool, it might get damaged. Only one way to find out. But yeah, I will ask the models to take off their shoes. For the boy, the 8-year-old boy, I might have this hat, which is apparently too small for my head. Then I have 2 other hats. I've got this one. Quite like that one. And I've got this one. Also very nice, and they will be big enough because they fit on my head. I have some fake flowers, maybe for the girls to hold. Here's the Godox. And then I just bought like a hairbrush. I brought some hair clips, you never know. And I'm gonna try out a portrait with my daughter first here before they get here. I still have like 35 to 40 minutes before they get here. This dress is from the Zara, in case you were wondering. My top from the H&M. My jeans, H&M. Not that special. Let's go. Okay, so we finished and all models did super well. I can't wait to edit these photos. They were just looking at the camera and they have the best expressions ever. I think with girls you kind of have to be careful that it doesn't get like super spooky, the photo, because especially when they have like longer hair and they just like look at the camera very intensely. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to add more paint to the light gray one. But I quite like it the way it is right now as well, because it has a little bit more texture, and then the brown one has a little bit less texture, and I think both are really beautiful. And now I want to make like all colors of the rainbow with backdrops, because it's actually quite easy to make. It looks super cool. How to store them, I'll probably just roll them up and then store them, because they were fine rolled up yesterday anyway. So, and I might use the dark brown one for like photos, newborn photos with the parents as well, if I tilt it. So it's, I don't know yet. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Love to read your comments. And check out my other videos as well. I have a lot about, you know, baby photography and camera settings and backdrops and DIY projects. And just check them out. Follow me on Instagram as well. There's a lot of behind the scenes. You can ask me questions there as well. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.